This week's chapter of Black Clover is rich with new discoveries to theorize on. Whether it be Nero, the demon's different interactions with Yami's dark magic, and with his new Black Clover grimoire, or most of all, the new set of magic stones and the Magic Emperor statue. What's up guys, I'm Ozzy, and this is my Black Clover 202 analysis. Without further ado, let's jump into what has been going on in this week's chapter. To start off this chapter, we begin with the conversation between Nero and Finral. Nero seems to hint at an unfortunate aspect of this current situation. At this rate, the possessed humans might not be able to turn back. On the contrary... Anyway, just take me to the skeleton of the demon. On the contrary seems to be related to turning them back to normal as opposed to running out of time. Nero seems to suggest that turning the possessed humans back isn't the right way of viewing the situation. After all, the reincarnation has occurred, as well as the final magic stone being placed. If the plan were ever to be completed or achieved, then it already has been, or it never could be. So, what can we gather from this? Souls either need to be rescued, or an equally powerful magic must counterbalance the reincarnation spell. They don't need to be cured, it seems they need to be repossessed. Next off we have the battle between the captains and the demon. I love the critical thinking used during this fight. Tactics within a battle are nothing new to the series, but I would say that the analytical nature of the battle is indicative of the captain level combat. The battle goes beyond getting a hit in and instead revolves around breaking down and overcoming the abilities of your opponent. The demon's word magic can be broken down into two steps according to Yami. 1. Magic affixes itself to the demon's words, and 2. He can summon and or give orders to said words. As far as we know, the magic hasn't been able to simply kill off anyone, while Sharla makes note of a potential weakness from the range. A third thing to note has been the demon's strategy thus far. He has essentially chosen to simply overwhelm the captains while dodging specifically Yami's attacks. He has been shown in the past to block or destroy or even take control of all kinds of magic thrown at him. However, for some reason, dark magic, no matter the source, has been avoided. I hate to think that dark magic does better simply because he is a dark creature, but hey, maybe it's that simple. Next, in a display of power, the demon decides to utilize his new Black Clover grimoire. At first glance, the demonic spell used from the Black Clover might seem uncharacteristic of his current strategy of attack. However, looking back, I believe that this summoned being is very much in line with the demon's main agenda to begin with. His whole point of stating the difference in his existence isn't just for the sake of villainous monologuing. Earlier, upon receiving the Black Clover, the demon points out that he can now manifest his true power and form within the present world. I believe that with this, we are finally seeing the point of Black Clover grimoires realized, manifesting demons in their entirety. Regardless of what this truly means at the moment, the fact of the matter is that it clearly spells out disaster for anyone at even a captain's level. On the other side of things, it seems that Asta's party has noticed the current danger level. Initially, I was quite annoyed at the thought that they were still standing around while there were clearly demons to be catching, but upon further inspection, we can infer that this was going on during Chapter 200's Asta/Patri dialogue, as we can see that Mimosa was still in the middle of healing Raya, evidenced by her Princess Healing Kimono still active. In the latter end of this chapter, there are many details to cover and contemplate. The first of all being the existence of another Sephiroth, or stone tablet. As I went back to check, it became clear that this is a completely new tablet with what seems to be a completely new set of magic stones, as this set is far more plain compared to the set of stones we have grown to be familiar with throughout the series. I have a theory about the activation of the statue. I don't believe that the statue is going to come alive or turn Nero into the first Magic Emperor or anything silly like that. I feel that this scene is teaching us that there is a powerful form of magic that we'll be seeing throughout this series. Ritual magic. Through use of magic stones and a monument of some sort, it seems possible to activate a form of wide-ranging and powerful magic. I personally believe that this will play into the idea I mentioned earlier about repossessing their bodies. It would only make sense that a just emperor would have a contingency magic to uncurse his people from some kind of outrageous terrorist attack. My panel of the week goes to this 2-page spread of Mr. Demon in all his grotesque glory. The wide arm pose is such a classic villain stance, which is complemented by the overwhelming appearance of this otherworldly entity summoned by his demon magic. It's simple, it's dramatic, and it's detailed. Exactly the kind of material where you turn the page and just sit there for the next 10 minutes in awe of what is going on. Great job, Tabata. In regards to my predictions for next week, there are about 50 different directions that we can go in at this point. I'm still not sure if Tabata wants to allow this demon to escape and be a long-running villain, or if he's going to be taken care of right now. There's Licht, Mario Leona, Fuego Leona, Charmy, not to mention Asta's party. My prediction, no matter where we go next chapter, it's gonna be good, and I'm hyped for it. But that's all for this week. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next chapter. Seal.